Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to drop two pieces of knowledge for you today. One unrelated, one very, very related. So first off, if you're learning skills, use this formula and hopefully it'll keep you motivated. Practice plus patience equals progress. Not in a straight line though, don't hold me to it. Also, I'm learning that if you wear shoes and you decide not to wear socks and your feet sweat, I promise you, your feet and the shoes will both stink. Wash these things daily. These are funky. Now let's go work. Hello everybody, welcome back. We are back and we are better, hopefully. We got pull-ups, scapular pull-ups. And I'm going to be honest, I'm starting to really hate scapular pull-ups because it's one of those easy on paper, but mechanically impossible. Like, dude, I cannot figure this out. So, scapular pull-ups. Grip, tension, depression. And I'm just trying to keep tension, especially when I'm fully depressed. Squeezing my grip, keeping that hollow hold. We're going 1 to 2 inches up, holding it at the bottom, holding it at the top. These feel better. Those definitely felt a lot better. I guess the biggest things that I'm trying to do is make sure that I'm not doing it incorrectly. So bending arms, losing tension, losing hollow body. You know, I'm trying to do pulling through, squeezing the armpits. As they say, pretend you have an orange under the armpits. I'm trying to squeeze the armpits and really trying to engage my lats. But it's hard. It really is. We're not wanting to use the arms, using the scaps. Sliding shoulders, keeping tension. Here we go. Strong grip. When they say squeeze your armpits, I seriously have no idea what that's supposed to feel like. Because I swear my armpits are not squeezing anything. I definitely feel it in my lats. Okay. So I didn't make any common mistakes, but also I feel as if those coaching cues I'm trying to tell myself, it's not really clicking. So squeezing the armpits, not really clicking. Trying not to engage my arms. I'm like, I'm hanging. How can I not engage my arms? You know, just trying to get that muscle body feel and that connection with my scaps. You know, we're sliding the scaps, not using the arms, but it's a learning curve. It is. All right, we get to spend the rest of the time inside the yoga room. We got scapular push-ups, and yes, I finally figured out how to load these. I'm just gonna put a plate over my scap. And this is perfect because in order to prevent the weight from moving, I basically have to have full body control and maintain tension. So hands, elbows in. Same thing, these feel so much better. These scapular pull-ups. Again, I'm really focusing on keeping full body tension, not going too fast. So I'm actually squeezing my core. And trying to keep that hollow body. So some of the non-negotiables, like when you're doing Scapular push-ups, you have to do this. You have to keep your elbows locked, arms straight. When you're at the top position, your shoulders should be rounded slightly. So you're spreading those shoulder blades apart, and at the bottom, you're squeezing them together. So those are really important. If you're not doing those 3 cues, then you're most likely not doing it right. And I'm gonna keep saying this over and over again. The biggest mistake that I've seen, especially on social media, is not keeping full body tension. So in the push-up position, you don't want your hips to sink. You don't want your legs to give out. Strong legs, tight hips, and then you start your work. So I'm closing here, rounding at the top, closing, rounding. We're getting full control. Oh, that's scary. So just a couple checkpoints when evaluating the technique, full range of motion, full body tension, full scapular control. Make sure you're not rushing the rep. These are things I'm looking for when I go back and watch the video, because at the end of the day, doing everything correct, doing everything the right way is more important than moving on to the next progression. It's more important than doing more reps or doing heavier weight. You gotta do the technique right first. Now we can move on to the next exercise. I think, and actually I don't think, I know for handstands this is a problem that a lot of people miss, which is the straight line. The straight line, you're stacking your wrists, shoulders, and feet all in one straight line. And I'm gonna try to demonstrate that. I'm a beginner, but I'm gonna try to hold that straight line, and I have to take my shirt off again so you can see it. So, all right, handstand holds. So in the video, neck neutral, not extended. Shoulders are elevated, pushing through the floor. Now, I had my leg resting on the wall, so I couldn't do a complete straight line, but toes are pointed. I'm squeezing my core, I'm squeezing my glutes, trying to keep that body line and not breaking in any body part or section. Really important, but that looked good, it felt good. Got the next set coming up. Honestly, this is probably super counterintuitive, but I like to do the wall and then a freestanding. So we're gonna go freestanding. Again, probably shouldn't, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, what do we think? So if you're wondering if that handstand was good or not, it definitely was not. I definitely had a bend. We call that a banana bend or a broken handstand. I did try to squeeze my glutes, did try to point my toes, push my shoulders, and try to stay aligned, but again, I just couldn't do it because I'm not really used to it. But yeah, that was not a good handstand. So, yep, that was counterintuitive. We are back to the wall. Again, full alignment. Let's do it. For any of you working the handstands, I think the biggest hurdle is just getting that body awareness, squeezing your core, squeezing your glutes, pushing through your shoulders, and kind of feeling the alignment. Can you feel yourself bending? Can you feel your back arcing? Does it feel straight? And in the moment, it's really hard to kind of feel for those things. So it just takes time, and I'm sure with more practice, I'll be able to get that mind, body feel and awareness. Okay, another tip. I'm doing these handstands with my necklaces on, and the necklaces are 100% distracting me. Like, I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, every single handstand was broken. Every single one. Okay, definitely we'll be making a change to that. No more free standing handstands because they're broken. And I'm only going to create bad habits. So I'm sorry that I did that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept it to the wall. But I'm just trying to kind of apply what I'm doing on the wall to a freestanding handstand. And yeah, it's just not there right now. So we'll be just doing the wall from now on. Man, I tell you, learning these skills and learning calisthenics is so hard. It really makes you wonder. All right, we got pike push-ups. A couple things with these. You want those hips high. You want to be leaning forward. Don't have your wrist behind you. Lean on top of your wrist, stack your shoulders. So, here we go. Hips are high. Oh my God, bro. Oh. I'm telling y'all, when you do pike push-ups correctly, they are super hard. Oh my freaking goodness. I can only do 2 of those. But just think about this. A pike push-up or a handstand push-up, to be able to do 1, you essentially have to be able to do a overhead press with your body weight. So I'm 185. So I should be able to overhead press 185. That's equivalent to a handstand push-up. So, I mean, that's tough. That is definitely tough. All right. We are ready to get back. Same thing, high hips, stacked shoulders, leaning forward. Is that gonna make it easier? Absolutely not. Yes, sir. All right, this is the final set, and I'm trying to finish strong. Here we go. Pike push-ups. So that's the end of the workout. Did a lot of straight line work versus bent arm work, which I'm totally fine with that. We worked handstands. Yeah, really just handstands for the most part and some scapular control, but the technique felt so much better. It looked so much better. There's still a lot of growing pains, still a lot of learning to do, but we definitely took a step in the right direction. So I'm heading into this next workout with some confidence, and that's how I'm feeling. So I appreciate you guys following along, supporting the journey. And if you have any tips or anything, drop those in the comments, because right now I could use a lot of them, for real. But see y'all next time.